First, let me begin by saying this. Republicans, you sound absolutely absurd. Stop calling children aliens. This intentional, the cruelty is the point. This intentional dehumanizing and persistent persecution through your rhetoric is shameful.
The Biden administration's open border policies led to severe ramifications in which unaccompanied alien children were destined to be trafficked and exploited.
Unaccompanied alien children, unaccompanied alien children, unaccompanied alien children, unaccompanied alien children, unaccompanied alien children.
You are literally attacking children. I cannot take seriously anyone who's using othering language to bully babies and toddlers. Republicans don't want us to see the humanity of immigrants. That's why they like saying aliens, and even put it in the title of the hearing. And that inhumane approach is consistent with the actions of the Department of Homeland Security. Dr. Cuffari, have you heard about the DHS policy of collecting the DNA of children and storing it into the FBI criminal database, yes or no?
I believe there is not a policy to do children.
There absolutely is. Mr. Chair, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record this report from July 2025 titled Raiding the Genome, how the United States government is abusing its immigration powers to amass DNA for future policing.
Without objection.
This policy began under Donald Trump. In his first term, he authorized DHS to begin mass DNA data collection from immigrants, including children, and hand that data over to an FBI database designed to track violent offenders. Now that he's back, Trump is taking this policy to new extremes, adding more than 250,000 people to the database in just 4 months. I'm right here. 250,000 people, okay, in 4 months. This committee recently held a hearing on genetic data, and there was bipartisan agreement that DNA is highly sensitive and its misuse is a violation of people's rights, because children as young as 4 years old could not possibly consent to DNA collection. So I want to know what your office is doing about it, Dr. Cuffari.
We actually wrote a report.
One moment, let me ask the question.
Certainly.
Is it the responsibility of your office to investigate abuses of civil rights and civil liberties, yes or no?
Yes.
Has your office ever investigated concerns about DHS agents stealing genetic information from children and uploading it to the FBI's criminal database?
Not to my knowledge during my tenure.
Well, for an inspector general worthy of the title, it should be a priority investigation. Do you agree?
I agree that we did a report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You agree?
I agree.
Should be a priority investigation?
On the matter you're discussing.
For the record, I want to be clear. Do you agree there should be a priority investigation by your office to look into agents stealing genetic information from children and uploading it to the FBI's criminal database? Yes or no? Yes or no?
We have done the report that you're mentioning.
Let me just say this. Your office, according to Title V of the U.S. Code, Chapter 4, Section 417, this is the responsibility you are charged with to investigate abuses of civil rights and civil liberties. Children as young as 4 years old have not consented to the collection of their DNA. That is a violation of their civil rights and civil liberties. So this is not a trick question. Do you believe, given the charge and jurisdiction of your office, that this should be a priority investigation as their rights have been violated?
Unless the adult consented on the child.
Yes or no? Yes or no, Dr. Cuffari?
We just got done writing a report
On what?
on the DNA collection within the Department of Homeland Security.
I thought you said you weren't even aware that it was a policy. I'm very confused.
There's not a policy.
Dr. Cuffari, I'm not gonna, play these games here because we're talking about children, so I don't wanna circle the drain. But this should be a priority investigation because we have children whose civil rights have been violated with the collection of their DNA. This administration is turning childhood trauma into a permanent record. Republicans on this committee, you claim to be focused on protecting children, yet you're ignoring actual threats to their safety. You traumatize children with the threat of disappearing their parents. You traumatize children by disappearing their parents. You traumatize children by collecting their DNA without their consent and criminalizing them. You traumatize children by denying them food when they're hungry. You traumatize children by denying them essential health care, which is their human right. You traumatize them so much that they're afraid to show up to school, afraid to show up to church, afraid to go to doctor's appointments. Mr. Chair, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record this July 2025 article from the Boston Globe titled, "I Want Daddy," as ICE detains parents and children.
Without objection, the gentlelady's time has expired. Ms. Mace
Stop
is
using children as
recognized
pawns. This is the
for
real
5
child
minutes
abuse.
for questions.
Thank
Thank you,
I
Mr.
yield.
Chairman. I appreciate the passion this afternoon.